What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. We're finally back with another quant update. Before I left you guys, we were on about 2.5k subscribers, and over the weekend we managed to go to 3k, which is absolutely crazy. We were going mental, all the people in the comments were going mental, but things weren't adding up. In the first 10 minutes of the video, we were on 44 views, but somehow on 400 likes. So I knew something was really fishy. 20 minutes later I had 500 new subscribers. I really did not believe it. Everyone in the comments saying, well done, Lou, and I'm just in the comments saying, I don't think it's real, guys. 2 days on, minus 500 subscribers. We're literally back to 2.5k, guys. So one thing that I'd ask and urge you all to do is please subscribe to this channel. Let's get back up to 3k subs, because we were there, but I've just contacted Google, YouTube Google, because I want to get to the bottom of this. I think someone's trying to mess with my algorithm. So I've either got some nice person out there who wants to help me grow but has done the complete opposite, or I might have someone literally out there for me who's willing to put money on the line to see my demise, and try and ruin the algorithm. So hopefully it's none of them. Let's see if Google can get to the bottom of it, because they're looking into it now. They know, they're aware of the situation, and they said they won't stop until it's all sorted. So I'm going to get an email back in the next day or so. But on to Quant now. Forgetting about that, just remember, please subscribe, leave a comment down below. It helps people that search Quant videos. It helps for the videos go to the top of the search list. So we met our 1618, this 55k wick over here, and we held it as support. What's interesting is I told you guys, where is the true support? It's at 70. If we ever go below 70, we can come down as low as 44, but we need the week to close above 70, and that's exactly what's happened, guys. So an amazing bounce that we called, because every single time I say we hit the 1618, we then get a bounce towards the 1. So literally every time, remember in your head, Louis says, and this, not every time, because sometimes the momentum is so strong you go through the 1618 in one candle and to the 2 targets. If that happens, then yeah, you're going to continue down. But if you hit the 1618 and start to bounce, like obviously the weekly close here, I just want to check the daily. Yeah, not too much opportunity, but usually, now obviously there's always a risk when you enter a trade anyway, but usually when you hit this 1618, you start to creep back up to the 1. That is what you're trying to do, to get above the 1, to invalidate further downside to $43, to 36, and to potentially $33. That's still on the cards as long as you're below $83, which is that wick there. That is how we got this fib target down at 55, and we were able to give you that. Now, we don't just solely use fibs, we're using the levels. We did not need the fibs to spot these levels. We never used the fibs to get these levels. We're looking at the supports of the wicks, of the bodies. Look, where's there more support, here or lower? So I see more bodies touching here. So of course, there is still a support under. This is still accurate. However, I prefer to have my supports where there's more touches. So of course here, not many, here not many either. That's why I was thinking, if we do come to this zone, we're probably going to get a bounce back and hold this, and that's what's happened. So now what needs to happen is we need to go back up. Let me get those fibs. So there's 2 fibs over here, guys. So one of them's from 112 to 235. We've hit the 1618. We've also hit the 2. So now we need to get above 112 if we don't want to see these low 40s, basically. Now putting on the other fibs from this low to this high. So just measuring the next impulse that we had up. So the previous one's this one, the next one is this one. We have also met the 1618 for this one, and when you do that, usually try to reclaim the 1. So that's $83. The other 1 fib level's 112. So even just reclaiming 83 is just the first step. Then we need to go ahead and get above $111. But this journey, you need to remember, these are all resistances that can push us down to make lower lows. Usually whenever I see these big wicks like this on any time frame, they are usually filled. So we had a big wick over here, start going up and down, but eventually filled in that wick. So if this is the bottom now, of course, we just need to go and make a higher low. But that higher low could be, as long as it's above this, so you could technically roll all the way down to here, and that still be a higher low, if you understand what I mean. So as long as we're staying above 48 now, we won't see any further downside. A hint to the fact that we are going to come back down to 48 and potentially even lower is if now, with this bounce that we've now had, it must get above 83. If you fail, as we are now, we're not above it, We haven't tried to go above, so it hasn't failed yet, but it hasn't tried either to get there. So it's either going to try, it's just going to fail. So we need to wait for that. We need to see what happens with this weekly close. But usually in the past, when I do see these sorts of wicks, the market's here to manipulate, to make you think it's doing one thing when it's not. So why doesn't it make everyone shit themselves, come back down, maybe even form a lower low with the wick, but closing the bodies above that wick? Even if you went lower and hit all these targets but closed above that wick, then you'd be good. Even though you did put a lower low, as long as after you hit these targets you reclaim that level, and then after that reclaiming 84 over here, and then after that reclaiming 112. That is what you need to do to get out of this dip, and you're still not safe. You need to get above 150. Then we can say, yeah, Louis is now saying it's safe. As long as we get back above 150 and can confirm 150 as support, we're safe. But there's such a long journey to it, and that's why I keep telling you guys, add 6 months, add 6 months. When we lost this low, add 6 months. So when we lost this low, I gave a $70 target, and I said it'll probably happen in 6 months. So January, and then look, 5 months later. So the pattern was in December, but we broke out in January, and I was saying 6 months later will start to be where we bottom out, right? But we had this low set, so as long as we're above this low, that is our low, and we should not go lower. So now that we lost this, you have to add another 6 months, guys. It's so annoying because it needs, if you want to get out of a dip, you need to accumulate. We're on the weekly time frame. We need to create patterns on the weekly time frame. Each candle is a week, so you're going to be going up and down for a week, and then the candle is printed. You don't have a chart pattern though. You have a candlestick pattern. Maybe a specific candle has a name, but you're not going to have a chart pattern over just 1 week, because that's just one candle. So this is why it's going to take not just multiple weeks, but multiple months to start an accumulation zone where we go down, up, down for four months. And maybe after that 4th month, then we're going to get pumps. And yet in that 6th month, we're going to start going crazy. But that's why I keep saying, if we lose the support, add another 6 months. So when we lost this, we said 6 months, and it took 5 months to get back down to there. And then of course you reset it. Now add another 6 months, and hopefully after the 6 months, we're up much higher than where we are now. So that's why it's a good investment zone. This is a great buy zone, but I wouldn't say it's a great trade zone, okay? Right now, you shouldn't be worrying about these short-term trades, because yeah, the market's not giving us these big swings where we have these impulses to the downside, corrections to the upside, impulse to the downside. Right now, all you're getting is complete manipulation, push, 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 with no pullbacks. And yeah, usually it would have pullbacks. So that's why it's so manipulated. Why do you want to trade in a market that's so uncertain and manipulated? That's why personally I have not traded since this push up here. Since then, I have not put in one trade since this push up. That is what we profited on Bitcoin, for example. Not on Quant. We traded this event on Bitcoin all the way up until 46k. From 40 to 46k, something like that. And then since then, absolutely nothing, because yeah, again, it's too manipulated. I'm now waiting for the buy zone from up here. I said we're still going to meet this target. We met the target. Once we were close to losing this low, and I made everyone aware of this now new fib level, the 1 and the 0. And I was saying, okay, if we do lose the 70, you're going to come to the 1618, because even though the $70 is there, you can see there's a wick there and a wick there. So technically could come even lower, and of course lose that, you're coming into here. So it's as simple as that. That's why I like using the higher time frames, and I don't really like looking at the 1 hour or the 15 minute, or even sometimes I don't even look at the 4 hour. I just stick to the daily time frame, because again, a lot of things can happen in the 4 hour time frame. There's 4 hours in a day. You could go up for 3, down for 3, and on the daily candle that would be a doji. So I'd rather just wait for the daily candle and see what it is, for example. So that's why I know when I've seen these in the past, you tend to try at least to fill in the wick. So to obviously avoid that, get above 83, fail to get above 83, we're going to try and lose this. But if you can actually close, even if you go lower during the candle, as long as you're reclaiming this wick, $48 by the end of that weekly close, then it's still a-okay. I hope that was enough detail today. Please subscribe, please like, as you heard the awful story that's happened to me over the last few days of YouTube. This fake 500 subscribers and fake 700 likes. It's crazy, guys. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to find out. And yeah, let's support the channel in these times now that the algorithm has completely been reset. We need to get as many subscribers and comments as possible, and likes, of course. So thank you. If you're interested in those crypto packages, I'll play them now. Peace. And here are the crypto packages. Here is how to get started. Click the link to my Twitter, head over to the pinned post, and all you need to do is message under and just type, "Hey, Louis, I'm interested in the mentorship." And that's A-okay. Perfect, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.